Hiya, hiya, Mon. Hello, hello. Hiya, hiya. It's me. I'm back. I am, eating some food. So, the beginning of this stream might be a little bit weird, but that's fine. I wanted to make sure I had something for dinner before it got to be too late because I have a bad habit of eating after stream when it's like 2 in the morning. And that is less than ideal. Hello! Hiya, hiya, everyone. Hello, hello. It's me, Daiya Fortuna, your always sometimes lucky card dealing lady. I hope you're all doing very, very, very well today. I have missed you. How are you? Have you missed me? Have you missed me? You can be honest. You can be a little vulnerable today. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Enjoy some yummy food. It's your right. Thank you. I will. Oh my gosh.
Willikers, it sure is cool that you can support me like this.
It's so nice to be back. I'm so thankful.
It's really cool of you, thank you.
It's been a little hectic, as you might be able to imagine, with everything that's been going on. The last few days have been just kind of a whirlwind of hustle bustle, but of course, getting back into the swing of things is what I would really like to do. I'm really looking forward. Oh, pardon me. Spending as much time together as possible. We're getting back into the swing of things, and this week's schedule is definitely not an exception to my normal standard of scheduling. I may have overbooked myself a little bit because I was on my trip, and I had a few collabs from like, you know, a month ago that I had plans, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know, that's fine. Only to realize that I didn't have my schedule when I was traveling, so I got a few other invitations to some things, and I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. That sounds fine. Only to realize that I have like a collab every day this week, starting tomorrow. But don't worry, we're gonna do normal streams too. It just means that I've got like,
try not to get addicted. Or don't.
I've got what, 5 days left in the week, and there's gonna probably be close to 10 streams. So that's okay. We're in true Daiya Fortuna channel fashion. There is no rest for the wicked. That's all happening this week. Exactly. Mons know me far too well. Sasuga Daiya, yeah. It's my Achilles heel. You know, the monkey's paw curls. I took a week off. I relaxed, and now it's time to get back to work. Daiya's trying to have a 1 stream a day average. She's got to make up for those days. Exactly. Thank you so much, every Mon, for all of your support. Thank you so much for continuing to be members. Give me just 1 second, and I'll read all of them. I promise. I'm having a little pasta bite. I'm finishing up. I literally just woke up from like a 4-hour nap. I really needed it. I traveled today, and we had to wake up super duper early. Me, Devi, and Rocky had to wake up super duper early in order to like catch planes and everything like that. And boy, howdy, does that take a lot out of a girl.
It sure is cool that you can support me like this.
Happy to see Daiya. Thank you.
It's really cool of you, thank you.
I wonder if you accept game suggestions. I do. I recommend that you submit them via Maro. It's very, very hard for me to keep up with game suggestions if they're made in the chat. I like having them written down somewhere. 4-hour nap sounds absolutely luxurious. Thank you. I agree. Only problem? Slight problem. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. I'm actually quite sure I won't. But that's fine. After a night of meat cup, I think you girls needed it. Oh my gosh. Do not worry, do not worry. There's a lot of catching up to be done.
Gosh, Willikers,
and
sure cool
as a stamina long-term endurance yapper, I fully intend to cover as much of that today as I humanly can. I'm looking forward to it, to like catching up and yapping and everything like that. Excited to see the new games you picked up. I haven't actually bought any new games on the Steam sales yet. I've been like, you know, looking over my Steam wish list like it's a beloved dragon's hoard, and I haven't made any decisions yet. Just been adding things to my cart, and then I'll remove them as I see fit. A little sleep deprivation never killed anyone, but a lot of sleep deprivation most certainly did. You look gorgeous and super cute today as always. Oh, thank you. You flatter me. You've got 2 days left to buy Putt-Putt. Oh shit, I gotta buy Putt-Putt like now. Oh, well, Mon, your kind contributions and support will be going toward Putt-Putt. Yes, I hunger for Daiya yaps. Well, you've come to the right place then. I had an amazing week. I felt very guilty not streaming for so long. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the longest time that we've ever spent away from each other, Mon. The last time that I took like a whole, well, I know I've taken a few trips, but I don't think they've ever been like a week long. The last time I was on a trip this long, I believe, was pre-debut actually. But I might be misremembering that. I did one big buy recently, and I was happy getting both Frostpunks, but still need to play them. Give them a chance, give them a chance. Yes. Now you deserve the break. I feel more inspired right now. I think taking some time and getting a little break helped me, like, recenter and kind of think of, oh my god, and kind of think about what I've been doing, what I want to do, and how to get from point A to point B, if that makes sense. You've deserved it. Been a big year so far. It has. A lot has happened in the last 7 months. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. So glad you're back. I'm glad you had a good time with the girlies. I did. Yay, inspiration. Sometimes you need that brain reset. You really do. I almost relapsed my yap dosage. Good thing you came just in time. Yeah. Don't worry. 50 cc's of yap, stat! On its way, sent directly to your veins via this big syringe I happen to be having. Don't worry. But yeah, I really was in a place of, like, feeling kind of... Not in a slump. I don't think I was burnt out or anything like that, but I felt like I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I think if you stream for any prolonged period of time, it's very easy to slide into a state of, like, wanting to stream all the time, but not really thinking about what you're streaming, if that makes sense, and not, like, thinking about, like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I felt very inspired. I came up with some good soup. I've got good soup cooking. It's on the back burner. Don't worry. But to make a long story short, I don't need to talk about the, like, a thought process stuff about it necessarily. But to make a very, very long matter much shorter, much more convenient and bite-sized, I feel inspired, and I have some good ideas about what kind of things I want to do. Yeah. Just streaming for the sake of doing it. Like, I love streaming, and I love streaming with Mon. And because of that, it doesn't matter what we play. It's so fun getting to spend time together. I mean, we could literally play, like, the lowest rated games on Steam, and I would be having a great time, right? But I also know that I would like to present the best version of myself and improve, and sometimes, you know, you gotta do a little thinking. You gotta put a little thinking cap on and really put some elbow grease in there to really figure out how to do that exactly. So I think I've come up with some things I want to do and some things I want to pursue, and I don't know. I feel reinvigorated and I feel with a new sense of resolve. That's the word. Personally, I refer to such things as like a bad brain gunk and usually take a break from what I'm doing. Exactly. Sometimes I get bad brain gunk. Sometimes I know before this trip I was kind of I was having a lot of fun. I was having a lot of fun together, but I was kind of feeling self-conscious about like, oh, like, I feel like I could be doing better for Mon-Mons. I feel like I'm not providing the most engaging version of myself, if that makes sense. And it was really like, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of tearing me up a little bit. Like, not anything serious, but I was just like really like hard on myself about it. I am time and time again my own worst critic. That is something that I acknowledge. It's not an elephant in the room. I very, very much know that that's a big thing, and oftentimes I will make a mountain out of a molehill regarding something that I'm doing, simply because of the fact that I believe that I want to do better, and I want to provide Mon-Mons with better. And so I get like kind of like critical, I guess. And I experienced that in like, I don't know, I was kind of like just very harsh on myself. So I'm glad that I could take some time away from it and come back to it and just kind of be like, you know what? Nah, we're doing good. We're having a fun time. And just because the fact that sometimes we take some little detours, we get distracted, doesn't mean that I'm changing from I'm not changing course entirely or anything like that. God's so understandable. Even when we give constant praise and support, you still feel like I know I can do better than this. And I want to do better by Mon-Mons, you know? I love everything you do, but I get wanting to improve over time and trying new things. Yeah. The Mon-Mons enjoy the occasional slop along with the peak. Yeah. But it's always fun to do peak. So, let me go through these lovely alerts real quick. Jenna! Hiya! Glad you got home safe. Thank you. My biggest bummer, the thing that bums me out. Oh my god, Doggy Fortuna trying to eat paper. I don't even know you found that. Did you climb up and grab something? Oh, he's been a tyrant since I got home. Oh my god. Like, just causing so much trouble because he's really upset that I left. It's really bad. Little guy, chewed up. I had a little plush character called a wee wee, and he ripped up my little wee wee. And that was really rude of him. So that was messed up and evil, I think. But he's a sweet boy regardless. Did I frame the butt pic? No, I haven't found a frame the right size yet. The biggest, most heartbreaking, most fucked up thing ever is that Miss Yenna Youngblood suggested that we go to a Korean spa. She suggested that we go to a Korean spa for the first time ever. And then guess what, Mon-Mons? Guess what? A wee wee like from item label? Yeah. And then guess what? She didn't go to the Korean spa with us. Absolute betrayal. OMG, you told them about the butt pic. Yeah, they haven't seen it. But the butt pic, the butt pic does exist. And I did tell them briefly that we had taken a funny little thermal image photo after our photo booth. I didn't bail, I just couldn't make it. No, you didn't bail. You didn't bail on us. It was just you couldn't make it on the day that we happened to schedule it for. But I'm still heartbroken. Cause we laid on the warm heated floor and we did snail juice face masks. And you weren't there for it, and that's unfortunate. Her loss, she didn't get to see all friends naked. That's true. It's okay. She stripped in front of us at Disney World, so it's fine. But on stream? No. No. How could she have done this? I can't believe she's done that. Yeah. It's okay, next time. Yeah! Yes. Next time. They let you do that at Disney? Not really. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I probably should clarify before that causes problems. She had a sports bra on. She just took her Oh, there's so many stories. Okay, Monmons, is it okay if I read, like, supas and everything like that? Is it okay if I read every supa and every, like, memba at the end of stream today? So that we can yap it out of our systems, and then we can read through everyone's lovely messages. Hi, Daiya, welcome back, thank you! Very modest sports bra, thank you. Yeah, it was modest, it was modest. It was sports bra shaped. We went to Disneyland, like, the second or third day of trip. I can't remember when exactly we went, but we went to Disneyland, and I'd never been to Disneyland before. A lot of the girls hadn't, which was really exciting. It was me, and I think it was Rocky's first time. I don't think Rocky's ever been to an amusement park before, which is really fun. And she was really excited. She went on all the rides. Was very brave. I was not. I was a little coward baby. But we all went on, except for Devi. Devi did not go because she doesn't like water rides. But we all went on the Whitewater Rapids ride. It was like the first thing that we did, and it was so fun. We got started like first thing in the morning. We were like, okay, it's time for Whitewater Rapids. And immediately all of us get on there, and it's like, oh, you know, it's like we're asking, like, you know, some of the other girls who have been to Disneyland before, like, hey, like, how wet is everybody gonna get? How bad is it gonna be? Because, like, Hio was wearing like a white skirt. She was wearing like white bottoms, and that's kind of a concern, right? Like white shirts, white bottoms are like concerns on water rides. And all the girls are like, oh no, it's not gonna be that bad. It'll be fine. Like your head might get a little wet, but it's not gonna be that bad. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And we're but he was a little concerned. So immediately Yena's like, you want my shirt? You want my shirt? Like everybody's like looking around like, oh, do I have a jacket? Did I bring a hoodie? And Yena's like, do you just want my shirt? like so casual and chill about it, which is really, really funny and fantastic. But the offer was not accepted. We go on the ride. We go on the Whitewater Rapids ride. All of the girls, save for me, because I was wearing like a little fanny pack crossbody situation. I had just had something to, like, you know, wear around my waist so that I didn't have to worry about holding on to it. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think the funniest thing was Hio being like, I don't know, guys, maybe we should get ponchos, and then subsequently being convinced not to get ponchos. The big thing was she really wanted the poncho for free, and she thought that if you went to the Whitewater Rapids gift shop and asked, that they would give you one for free, and they don't do that. So that was what, like, really convinced her out of it. But, so we were all kind of like, oh yeah, it won't be too bad, it won't be too bad. So all the girls put their bags in the, like, middle section. There's like a handrail, right? Because it's like that big circular inner tube with like the 8 seats, and there's this like big metal thing in the middle that's just a handrail with like a gap in the middle of it. Looks like a big steering wheel kind of deal with a big gap in the middle. And Ayu and Mori very confidently go, we're gonna put our bag in here, because we didn't put them in lockers. There were lockers. Didn't put the bags in lockers. He said, don't worry about it. There's places for your bags on the ride. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. That makes sense. Okay, sounds good. So we go, we get there. They say, okay, put your stuff in the center. It'll be fine. And we're like, there's like hills and bumps and stuff. Sometimes you catch air just for a second. Are you sure? They're not gonna get wet? And the girls go, no, not gonna get wet. Maybe a little bit, but not much. Not much. Okay, yeah, sure. All right. My senile old dog is making a lot of noise. Give me a second. She's come in here. I do not wish to see you. You're so smelly. Little old woman. She's so sweet, but she's so senile. She's so senile, and she's so smelly. She's a very stinky old lady. Anyways, so yeah, in the center, put the bags. Everything's gonna be fine. You can kind of see where this is going, right? We go down, we start the ride. Okay, it's a little bit wetter than we originally anticipated, because like immediately out the gate, we're getting a little bit wet. You know, there's you know, rapids. There's water splashing everywhere. Okay, yeah, that was a little bit of water. I think Rocky already talked about this in her space. No. We talked about it in the collab stream that we did on her channel, like the day after. But there was this kid on the ride. There was 7 of us on the ride, and when you're in a ride at Disney, and it's a popular ride, and there's space left on the vehicle, they put people who are called single riders, who queue in a separate line to get in faster into any of the leftover empty seats, right? And this random kid, like 12-year-old kid, yeah, the tour guide kid, gets seated down with us, and this kid is like pointing out all of the spots where, like, you know, like we start spinning, there's drops and things like that down the water, and so we're all like trying to guess like what side is going to drop backwards, because the worst part of the rapids, in my opinion, is when you drop, when it turns you around so that you're facing the opposite direction of the drop so that you fall backwards. No, that sucks. Maybe some people think that that's really fun. Maybe adrenaline, you know, fans are like, yeah, this is great, this is fantastic, I love that feeling of like weightlessness and being in the air. And my brain is conjuring every single memory that I have of waking up in a, you know, sweat, just panicked, because you have that sensation of like falling in your dreams sometimes. I get that a lot. It's not good. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. Just panic, right? So the entire time, kid's like, oh, I think it's gonna be this side. Wait, no, maybe it's gonna be this side. The entire ride. And finally, at the very, very end, is like, oh yeah, there's gonna be some geysers and stuff like that. So we're already a little bit soggy, but by the end of those geysers, because they were huge and there was so much water, everything was soaked. Everything. like, I remember literally, like, getting off of the ride and taking my shirt and twisting it to wring out all of the water. It was rough. It was rough. And just, like, everything was soaked. The bags in the middle were absolute toast. Maury, I believe, left her phone on the ride and had to go back and get it. Thankfully, one of the ride operators had caught it, like had found it, before the ride went back again. Because I remember IU was trying to use like Find My Phone on it and was panicking because we couldn't figure out if it was moving like on the ride or if it was moving in someone's hand, and B, if it was stationary for any period of time. They were like, oh my god, did it fall off the ride? Did it get wet? Like, is it now at the bottom of this Whitewater Rapids ride? But thankfully, it got back and everything was good. So we were in the middle of like that panic, I think it was in the middle of that panic, when I turn around to like talk to the other girls about like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad, I'm so relieved or whatever. I turn around and Yenna's not wearing her shirt anymore. Yenna's just chilling in her sports bra and her like pants, and she's like flipping her hair back and forth to like dry it out and everything like that. We all looked like wet rats, and Yenna looks like she's stepped off of like one of those like commercials for like, I don't know, shampoo or something. It was honestly rather disrespectful. I'm kidding, of course, but it was very funny to like see that. But I told them to get ponchos. You did, you told us, you warned us. You did, Hio. And so we spent the rest of the day with soggy socks. I walked over 20,000 steps, almost 22,000 steps, all the way through both of the Disney California parks, completely drenched with wet socks. Like, you dry out over the day, but like, oh my god, the wet socks was really bad. Don't recommend. Yeah, it sucked. So, big warning, big recommendation. Bring, like, I don't know, Crocs or something. Bring sandals if you're gonna, like, ride White Rod or Rapids, and just store all your stuff in lockers. Brother, ugh, indeed. Yeah. It's crazy. It was crazy. Wet shoes and socks is the worst. It really is. It was hell. It was awful. I tried hard to, like, hold my, like, to, like, have my feet as high up as I could to try and keep them from getting wet, but again, after that ride, there was no stone unturned, no area unwatered. Remember to avoid that as a kid during a camping trip. I walked barefoot in dirt red road. Ooh. Should have taken your socks and shoes off before the ride. Yeah, but they won't let you, like, walk up to the ride with bare feet, I don't think. Maybe you can, I don't know. 24,000 steps is 12 miles. Yeah, we were approaching 11 miles. We walked 10 miles that day. It was crazy. But yeah, so we did Disney. The day before that? Yes, the day before that, I think, was our first day. And so I depart from Mon Mon's. I go and get there, and I meet Rocky at the airport, and we're, like, waiting on DV, who managed to get the car for us, and there was, like, all sorts of, like, technical difficulties with that. And then a little bit later in the day, we went and picked up Luli, and it was fantastic. We all were reunited, and we all screamed and had a grand old time. And then we went for sushi. We went for conveyor belt sushi, and it was so good. Oh my goodness. We came in, like, I don't know, like an hour and a half before closing, which I don't recommend you do. But it was a late night for everybody, so couldn't be helped. And oh my goodness, it was so yummy. We ate so much food. I think that's kind of just the description of this trip. We ate so much food. How did Rocky survive the trip? I am so glad she survived the trip, but there were some moments. The number of times in which we lost Rocky at Disney was crazy. We need to, like, I don't know. Need to, like put a tracker on her or something. Kura sushi. Yes, Kura sushi. That was really yummy. They have like a HoloLive event that's happening, but it was already completely sold out. It was like the first or second day of the collaboration, and they were already completely sold out. It was crazy. Yeah, child leash for Rocky would be good too. How many times did you Rocky? Many times. Her tripping backwards, on the little, like, cable car tracks is still ingrained in my mind. Maya Hellhorn. Crazy but expected. Yeah. Kind of on brand, right? Saw a HoloLive collab for a baseball game. They had one in Disneyland too. No, not Disneyland. They had one at a sushi place. But yeah, so we all had sushi together, and it was really fun. We stayed in, like, a whole house but it only had 2 bedrooms, so the room arrangements were as such. Devi and Raki stayed in like the master bedroom with the connected bathroom, and Luli and I bunked in the other room that was like smaller. It had one like side of the bed that faced the door and you could like crawl onto. The other side was surrounded by walls on 3 sides, like it was up against a wall. So
Gosh, Willikers, is cool.
every time that Luli would like want to get onto the bed and I was already like laying there or something like that, the poor girl would have to like climb, like kind of climb over, just due to like limited space time constraints. It was very silly. Very, very goofy, but we made it work. It was very convenient. It was really nice. We had like a full kitchen. I don't think we ever used it though. We ended up with so much food in the fridge. I feel very honored, but also kind of bad because I feel like it was a little bit wasteful. But very yummy food nonetheless. Very yummy, yummy, yummy. Let's see here. I went on Space Mountain when we were at Disney, which is a big deal for me because I've talked about it before. I'm really, really, really cripplingly afraid of roller coasters. So much so that I had to have Hio, like, she offered to. I was fine with being on my own and standing by myself, but I didn't go on the Incredicoaster that everybody else went on. And Hio and I just hung out in the morning because I was just really, really anxious about the idea of going on, like, loops and stuff like that. Yeah. Small Lily's scaling tall Daiya to get to her side. Yeah, you know, Lily is shorter than me. I mean, that's not a surprise by any means, but yeah, it was like getting to see everyone in person. I was like, oh, no, yeah, you know, this is right. This is right. Sometimes it's like, you know, you're like, oh, well, like, you know, maybe they're not as short as I think they're going to be, and then they're just you know, maybe, and then they turn out to be taller or something like that. Still so proud of you for it. Those roller coaster experiences can be so scary for sure. Oh, how was Mr. Toad's Wild Ride? I loved it. I loved Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I loved that ride so much. I'd never experienced it before. It was insane. If you've never experienced Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, do it one day if you ever get to go. It's crazy and it's insane and it's wild, and I wish there was Mr. Toad merch, because that ride is frankly impeccable. I had no idea what was going on the entire time. It was such a haze that I came off of the ride and was like, was that really what happened? And it was. It was crazy. It was so strange. I heard 2 of the other girls were shorter than Lily though. Yeah. Some of the girls were shorter, I think. Everyone was shorter than me though, so I wasn't really paying attention. Who are you kidnapping to live with you in Japan? All of them. I'm going to fold them all into my little pockets. You know? Throughout the trip, the one joke that persisted was, screw everything. We're just gonna all move in together. It's time for the VTuber streamer house. On the bright side, you know, it would be fantastic because I wouldn't have to worry about, like, the one thing that I have had problems with in the past of, like, talking to friends about moving in together is the nature of spending, like the nature of trying to explain, hey, just letting you know, I'm going to ideally need my own office, and also I'm going to make really loud random noises at all hours of the day. sorry, oops, is kind of tough. Yeah. Streamer house means when one person in the collab has internet problems, all the people in the collab have internet problems. That would be an issue. That would not be great. This trip finally helped me understand the appeal of a streamer house. Me too. I was like, you know, I've only, like, because I've heard about them before, right? I've heard about the fact that they exist. And it's like, normally I think it's like a lot of like drama and like that kind of thing. But I was like, man, what if, I was like, man, it'd be so nice for us to all live in a big house together. What if we all lived in a big house together? That'd be so fun, you know? That's how I felt about it. I was like, it'd be so nice. Yeah, warning them of the Daiya noise. Yeah, I need to come with my own disclaimer. But I had a really, really good time. And I really, really enjoyed it. Well, let's see. I think Monmons have already heard a pretty good amount about Disney. What are some other things? Well, Korean Spa. Korean Spa happened. Before Korean Spa, we went to a big mall and looked around at lots of stuff and had a bunch of food, like tanghulu. I think that's the way you pronounce it. It's like those candy-covered fruits on a stick. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really like it personally. I just don't like the crunchy candy texture that gets stuck in your teeth. It's not really my cup of tea. But the fruits were really fresh and really sweet and very juicy, which I did like. So I think I just wanted to eat fruit. Yeah. I would let you chase me with a meat cup. Oh my gosh. Yeah, now taking applications for who wants to get chased with a meat cup. that was after. So we went to the way that day worked was we went to a mall, we looked around, we had a good time. After the girls who were running errands and were back a little bit later got back, we then drove to the Korean Spa, and we got there and everybody was really like excited but a little bit nervous. We've never done that before, but very excited. And I think the only girls who weren't there were Yena and Hyo. And the other girls, Divi, Raki, Mori, and Ayu went off pretty quickly and were like, oh, we're gonna get in the baths and everything like that, and we're gonna get, you know, changed and everything like that. And Luli was a little bit like nervous about it, so we decided, what if instead of like going to the showers and like sitting in like the hot baths and everything like that immediately, what if we get changed and we go and hang out in the saunas first? I don't know if you're supposed to do it this way, but when you're not sure about your comfort levels with stuff, like, take it at your own pace, okay? So if this is a cultural faux pas or anything like that, I'm very sorry. On the bright side, like, we showered that morning anyways. Like, everybody was clean. Wasn't like anybody was gross and dirty, but I don't know if there's like a rule about the saunas, if you're supposed to take the shower and like get all scrubby-dub clean before or after. I don't know. But she was a little bit nervous about it, and so before we even went, I told her not to worry, and that I would, like, even if she just wanted to like sit in the saunas, or if she wanted to sit on the heated floor and hang out while everybody else did everything, that we would hang out and have fun together, and like not to worry. Because that's, as somebody who has grown up with a lot of like I went to amusement parks on like field trips and stuff, and because I was scared of the roller coasters and things, I would often get like left alone, or I'd be like standing next to the teacher, right? So I understand that can be like a source of insecurity or like stress, and I didn't want that to take away from the fun experience that the day was supposed to be. So I'm really, and I love hanging out with my friends, so I'm not gonna complain. What are you talking? But we had a really good time, and we like ran into the, well, not ran, but we walked into like, there's like ice saunas, and I've never been in a sauna at all before, but we went into like the ice saunas and stuff, and they give you these like really comfy like kind of PJs, like this big shirt, big shorts situation, and so we're sitting in our big comfy clothes, and we're sitting in the ice sauna, and it's like nice and cool, and then you go over to the hot ones, and you lay on the like hot floor that's got like rocks and stuff like that, so there's like texture to it, kind of like almost like acupressure all of the tension out of your back. It's really nice. And we had a lot of fun, and we kept hanging out and stuff like that, and just talked, spent a lot of it like yapping and having fun. There was a bunch of different rooms with different heat levels. There was like a really insanely hot one that was like a clay room. There was a salt room, which was the one with the salt rocks, and then there was an ice room, and then like another room that was just like a slightly warmer room than normal with like I think like maybe aromatics or something, like what is it called? Aromatherapy oils and stuff like that. I'm not really sure. And then there's like the big common area with like the heated floor that you lay on, and you eat snacks, and you put face masks on and things like that. And that part was really fun too. And once we got a little, once she felt a little bit more comfortable, we talked about it, and she was like, I think I'm ready. she's like, I think I'm ready. I'm ready to do it. I don't feel self-conscious. I think I'm ready. And so, she's like, but I need a towel. Like, I want to, like, cover myself with a towel. Totally understandable. And that's, like, so normal, right? Like, you know, your little Hot Springs Beach episode, you get your little towel, you get all comfy, you know? But we're looking around, we're walking around in the dressing area, with lots of little elderly naked women, and we're walking around, and we're looking, and we're trying not to look like weirdos, because that's not our intention. We're just looking for towels, and we finally see them, and they're in a stack in the shower area, and we realize that in order to get the towels, you have to be naked first. So, in order to get Lily her towel to make her feel more comfortable, I thought about it, and I was like, you know, it's been a while. It's been a few years since I went to ryokan, I went to onsen, but being naked is being naked. Like, it's really nerve-wracking, and it's self-conscious. Like, it's really nerve-wracking, but like I believe in myself. These little old ladies are not going to judge me. It's okay. I can do it. I believe in myself. I gotta do it for Luli. She asked for no pickles. And so, gathering up all of my courage, I like walked in there. I got changed. I walked in there. I grabbed towels for me and her, and I bring them out to her so that she can get changed and she can hold the towel, so it makes her feel a little bit more comfortable. And it was really nice. We got to like do the nice like sit on the little stool and like wash your hair, which I really like because I have very long hair, and having really long hair and like standing for a really long time to wash all of it is kind of a pain. So as you can imagine, Monmon's like I like the concept of the sit on the little stool and wash your hair. It's convenient. This is literally what I had to do for Ayamori and Rocky. Really, DV? I didn't get to see this side of things. I didn't know that you... I didn't know you also had to be brave, DVV. Whoa. It all makes sense now. See, DV and I fist bumping over being the mom friend and protecting the little ducklings. But by that point, By that point, I was just like, well, hands on my hips, like, well, this is fine. I was like, I'm already here. It's fine. How long is my hair? My hair is pretty long. It's like around my butt. Like, see? You can kind of see. Can you see it? Yeah, you can kind of see it from there. Yeah, like that. Give me just 1 second. Doggy Fortuna, stop being stinky. Don't be stinky, be sweet. Don't be smelly, no smelly. Okay. He's very cute. He just needs attention. Truly real naissance. Yeah. So, I really was like, felt very like focused on like making sure that Lily was comfortable and safe. And I think even though I was really nervous, at first making sure that she was feeling like safe and comfortable and okay with like, you know, the baths and how everything worked made me kind of like, again, I'm very, it's much easier for me to like advocate for my friends. So I didn't feel nervous because I had to lock in and like be confident and make sure that she felt okay and that she felt safe. And in that, I wasn't really like anxious anymore because I was like, I gotta lock the frick in. She's gotta have a good time. I want to make sure she's safe and that she's okay and that she has a good time. And this is, you know, it's all gonna be okay. And so it was really fun. We got to sit in the nice, the little baths, and there's like an ice bath and a hot bath and a warm bath. We could not go to the hot one. It was way too hot. But we did go into the ice bath and we tried to see how long we could sit in the freezing cold water. And we both sat there in the freezing cold water next to each other. Like, it got to a point where we literally were holding hands and just like a death grip. Like, we are going to make it through this. It's so cold. I started losing feeling in my feet, and that's why we had to get out. Yeah. Daiya's the friend in the anime that puts her hand on MC's shoulder and steps forward. Yeah. I'm probably gonna die in like episode 4, and that's fine. Ice baths your beloved? Really? Are you a fan of those things? You're much braver than I am. We tried for as long as possible, but it was not very long lived. We like immediately were like, okay, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. And we got to the warm one, and we spent a lot of time in the warm baths because those were nice and relaxing. And just yapping. The anime training arc right after the beach episode. Yeah. It was really fun. There was also a wet and a dry sauna in the baths. So there are saunas in the baths, and you could go and like sit in the saunas, and like there was like little timers that you had to flip, and the dry one was so dry that it genuinely like it felt like I had to very intentionally breathe because it was just the air was like that. I think it's the style of like wood that they burn in there, but it was really interesting. And so we did that one, and then we went into the steam bath. and I don't know if you've ever seen those videos of like the animals. There's like a video of like, I think it's a crow or something with its head under the water, and its like eyes are like closing, and it's got its head stuck out. We looked kind of like that in the wet sauna because there was so much water. It sprays you, it like mists in there. So I felt like I was in like a herpetoreum, an enclosure for reptiles. because it was so humid in there, and there was so much water being misted down that I felt like I couldn't see properly because I was constantly squinting. And I kept having to remind myself to intentionally like open my eyes, because otherwise I'd just walk around like this. I'd be sitting in there like this, trying to block as much of the water out of my eyes as possible. Had to get some sleep rest. Welcome, Diosemy! It was really funny. The water was like, the mist was nice and warm. It was a good temperature. It was relaxing. It was nice. The only issue was there was way too much water, and so it was like a little overwhelming. And I remember looking over to Lily and being like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "I can't see." Because in the saunas you don't want to be disruptive because there's other people in there too. There was like one or two other little like ladies sitting in there. And you don't want to be rude. You don't want to interrupt their time. A lot of times, like, they're like very like their eyes are closed. They're like relaxing, or you know, however they want to enjoy the sauna. And so you don't want to interrupt their experience. So the entire time we're like quietly whispering to each other. It was really funny. Overstimulation for relaxation, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna read all of the alerts at the end of stream. So just, maybe I should leave that as a message, as an alert or something. But that's okay. Their EP, Goer of Sleep, 1,000 Years of Hongshu. Good night, good night. But overall, I think the experience is fun. After all of that was over, we all reconvened on the nice warm floor. And I bought Lily and I snail serum face masks. And we placed snail, like the face masks on, and they were really, really nice and relaxing, and it was very, very good. And overall, very, very big fan. I hope the vacation was good. It was. Thank you. Question, are you still with the same corpo? No, I'm not. I'm not with any corpo anymore. I'm indie. Yeah, maybe I should like, maybe I need to like, I don't know. What's a like, I don't know, with time that'll become like a normal thing. I think everybody will know. It will have to be a thing. Nice. Did anyone try to eat it? The snail mask? No. I don't think so. It's just like a face mask. It's very, very relaxing though. Really nice. Good for the skin. I felt very like rejuvenated and refreshed. So that was really nice. And then after that, we went and did karaoke. And we got to sing lots of songs. It was hooked up to like YouTube. So the girls were like putting on a lot of the songs that they've covered before. And we're singing like songs they covered. And that was really fun. And Hugh was there, but Hugh's throat wasn't feeling very well because she was recovering. So she just sat and hung out, and we relaxed and had a good time. Daiya Fortuna of Daiya Fortuna. Daiya Fortuna from The Independent. Daiya Fortuna channel for Daiya Fortuna from VTubers. That's right. That's my name. Don't wear it out. And that was really nice. And then we had what was possibly one of the... It was a bad day for the Korean barbecue staff. Okay, it was a bad day for them. They were having a hard time. I don't blame them for that. Overall, was it one of my worst experiences with Korean barbecue? Yes. Yes, it was. It was not very good. Hoping nothing went wrong at Disney. No, everything was fine at Disney. I'm not signed up for Disney Plus or anything like that. So we had Korean barbecue, and it was really, really like nice to get to sit down and have dinner with everybody. It was really exciting, really, really hyped about that. So we start ordering, and again, because of karaoke, the order of things was a little funky. It probably was a better idea to do karaoke after because karaoke places tend to stay open later. So we again got to the Korean barbecue place like an hour before close. But we put in all of our orders. Everything's looking good. We're like, it'll be all right. We put in all of our orders. We're waiting. And we're waiting. And it's like 20 minutes. Maybe we were 2 hours before. Maybe, I think it was 2 hours before. But it's like 20, 30 minutes, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of anything. Firstly, they sit us at a table that's way too small. We have 7 girls. I think 7 of us came to that. And they put us at a booth for 4 people, like one of those small ones, even though they had plenty of open big tables. So eventually we get moved to a bigger table so that I'm not in like a seat like out in the middle of space. And we sit down at the normal table and we put in all the orders and we're waiting 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 and we're like, there's no side dishes coming out. There's nothing. Like even the stuff they literally just have to scoop up and put into bowls is. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at Hio, who the two of us just spent like 5 or 10 minutes explaining to the guy that we wanted the big pitcher of soju. We were like, we want the big fruit juice soju. And he's like, you want the little fruit juice soju? No, we want the big one, please. We finally, and so we're sitting there and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting. And we don't hear anything. So I ask, I pull one of the staff aside and I'm like, hey, what's up? Because we've got food that we ordered a little while ago and we haven't seen any of it. No rice, no side dishes, like hardly anything. I think we had rice at that point, but I'd already like mock speed eaten it out of hunger. And so we're waiting and they're like, oh, our ticket system is down. So when the staff puts in your orders, the tickets aren't going to the kitchen or the bar. So what do we do about that? They did their best. They were really working really hard and they were trying really hard to figure out everything. They were genuinely doing their best. I don't have anything against any of them. They were all very lovely people. They're just trying to make the best of a bad situation. But what happened as a result of that is lots and lots of food. Lots and lots of food. So they were when they finally did start bringing out meat, they started bringing out meat that was not anything that we ordered, but they just started giving it to us. They were like, hey, do you want this? Do you want this? And we're like, well, it's all you can eat. Like, yeah, sure, we'll eat this. We'll, we don't have anything else. We'll eat it, It's not, and again, it wasn't last order. We hadn't gotten to last order or anything like that. We didn't come in after last order. We weren't pushy or anything like that. We planned to get out before, the end. Like, we were planning to get out before close, but a lot of delays happened and things like that, so it made things kind of difficult for everybody involved because, but that's okay. Just the nature of things. But yeah, so like we start getting food, but it's like random plates of food. Then we finally start getting our meat, like the meat we ordered, the food we ordered, but only in little parts. And then it just keeps happening. And it keeps happening. And it keeps happening. So we ordered like, I think 4 plates of like a specific type of beef, and we ended up with like 6 or 8 plates of the same type of beef, which was way more food than we could account for. So by the end of the evening, when all was said and done, we'd been given a bunch of plates of food that we hadn't ordered at first, and we got pretty much 2 or 3 times the original amount of meat for what we did send in requests for, because I think what happened was, at least in my understanding, I think they resubmitted the tickets. They probably like wrote them down and brought them to the kitchen manually, and then the ticket system came back up and submitted all of those past orders, is what I assume. And so it ended up being one of those things where we ended up with an insane amount of food, to the point of like, there was no way that even, as many of us as there was no way that we were all going to be able to eat all of this food. But we cooked it because it was already out there. It was already sitting out. And it got to a point in the evening where we were, you know, closing is approaching. It's almost over. And we have a bunch of food on this hot plate that is nice cooked food, but nobody can eat it. And it was food that we ordered, but we'd eaten so much other food that they had given us that we hadn't ordered that we kind of had to have a conversation with like the staff. Did you have to pay for it all? No. We asked the staff. Devi was really, really upset because she was really nervous about whether or not we would have to pay for it. So she and I went and we talked to the only time in which I'm not normally a, hey, I need to speak with your manager person, but we only asked because we needed to make sure that like we weren't going to get anybody in trouble. But we did ask, like, hey, I completely understand. Thank you for letting us know that, like, you guys were having technical difficulties tonight. Thank you so much for all your hard work. We do have a concern, though, because we know that you have a policy for charging for leftover plates, but in this situation, we can't do anything about it because we didn't order these, like, we did order this food, but more food was given to us than what we ordered. So we can't really control that, right? It was out of our control. And essentially, like, yeah, it was very like, hey, look, we don't want to cause trouble for anybody, but we also really do not want to pay extra for food that we are not responsible for because we weren't, you know, we ordered our amount of food. We just ended up with a bunch of other stuff too, because we didn't know whether or not we were going to get, like, all of our food at the end of the night. So we ended up with all this leftovers. And so, you know, while the staff is there, Hio makes a joke about, like, oh man, I wish I could have leftovers. And the manager says, like, oh yeah, like, you know, I really wish we could let you take it home. But unfortunately, we don't have to-go containers because we don't do to-go services in any capacity. So there's not anything we can do about it. So the employees are just going to probably have to eat it. And I was like, the cogs started turning in my head. and I'm sorry. I'd like to say, normally I'm a good girl. I don't normally, you know, commit acts of theft. But hearing Hio say this about the food made these little cogs start turning in my head. And it's one of those things where sometimes it's not a matter of if you should do something, but you learn that you can do something. And once you realize that you can do something, that you just really want to, you know? For context, if this, like, you know, I'm not inciting crime. But anyways, so... Exactly, it's not that you paid for the meat. So, I was like, oh, and so, you know, she and I'm like, I have an idea, and she's like, what? And I'm like, cup. And she's like, what? I'm talking to Hio, and you know, after the staff have gone away, and I'm like, cup, and I take my full water cup, and I'm like pointing to it and motioning to it. She's like, what? And I'm like, we put the meat in the cup. Hio, we put the meat in the cup, and we take the cup. And she's like, huh? She's like, Daiya, are you suggesting that we steal this cup? And I'm like, they're not gonna miss it. If you've ever worked in the food service industry, you know, A, it's not like they count all the plastic cups, and B, they're super cheap at the supply store. If a few of them get lost or broken, it's not the end of the world. Cup. And staff was like, we finally get to eat tonight, but Daiya was like, not so fast. Okay, in my defense, there was so much meat that I filled the entire cup and there was still meat left over. So don't worry, they didn't go hungry, because I thought about that too. I didn't want to take so much meat that they didn't get to have any, but at the same time, Hio wanted the leftovers. And who am I to keep her from that? So yeah, no, don't worry. The poor staff at the Korean barbecue place didn't go hungry either. That's right. That's right. Modern day Robin Hood, but with meat. That's right. Yeah. Anyways, plastic is all good, I would think. Yeah, it was a very cheap plastic cup. It is so nondescript. It is just a plastic to-go cup, not to-go cup, well, it was a to-go cup that day, but a plastic restaurant cup. It's like the most boring, clear plastic restaurant cup, of which I don't have because Hio forgot to give it to me. She forgot to bring it to me on the pool day. But that's okay, because she's gonna send it to me in the post. She's gonna mail me the meat cup. Robin Meat Hood, yeah. So, before, he was like, no, don't do that. Like, that's crazy. Why would you do that? That's, oh my god, no. That would be insane. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. I said, lying through my teeth. I said, so, as she's like, no. I stand up, cup in hand, and the bathroom is like right next to us. So I just take this plastic cup into the bathroom full of water, take it, empty it in the sink, walk back out. The place is like, again, they're about to close up soon, so, you know, we're trying to get out of there. But the girls are still like, you know, finishing up talking and like paying and stuff like that. And so I take this empty water cup out of the bathroom, you know. I made sure not to touch anything in the bathroom. I didn't want to like be gross. And then I take my chopsticks and I take the meat cup and I start putting meat in the meat cup and I start packing as much meat as I humanly can into this cup. And Hio, who is sitting next to me as the other girls are like talking and like stuff like that, is looking at me in abject horror. she's like, Daiya, you can't do that. Daiya, no, Daiya, what are you doing? and I'm like, what do you think I'm doing? I'm signing the Declaration of Independence. I'm filling a cup full of meat. You know, like what do you think I'm doing, huh? And I took napkins and I put them over the top of the cup and I was like, ta-da! Very proud of my handiwork. And Hio was not so proud of my handiwork. It's like, I've never experienced what it's like to be a cat and to drop a mouse at your owner's feet, filled with pride only to be met with disgust. But I think that's kind of the experience. I think that expression and that emotion that she conveyed to me, I think that's the closest I will ever get, because she looks at me and is just like eyes big as saucers and is like, huh? It was so funny. So she gets up and she's like, you gotta leave that. I'm like, you said you wanted to take the meat home. I helped. she gets up and she goes and she leaves. I follow her with the meat cup in hand and I'm holding it and I walk with this meat cup in my hand directly in front of one of the waiters. And he's like, have a good evening, good night. And I'm still holding this cup of meat in my hand. I'm just holding it like at my side, right? So it's very clearly in plain view. It's just nobody's looking toward my feet, right? And so I walk out with this meat cup and I'm like, yeah, thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely evening. I turn around even. I'm like, oh my god, you know, it was a lovely experience despite the technical difficulties. Thank y'all so much. And I turn around and I leave. And I have the meat cup. And when I get out the doors, I immediately, Hio's looking at me and she's like, what's going on? Why are you like grinning? And I lift my hand and the meat cup is there. And she goes, oh. She's like, you really took it? And I'm like, yeah. You said you wanted leftovers. You could put it in your cup holder until you get home, you know, until you get where you're going, and then you can put it in a Tupperware container. And her first response is to, the other girls had already left by this point, And they're like in the parking lot, but they're in like a different part of the parking lot. They're like yapping and hanging out and having a good time. Hio starts breakneck running, like breakneck speeds, running away from me, and I have no idea why. So I'm chasing her through the parking lot with this cup full of meat. Like, you wanted the meat cup. What's the problem? You wanted the meat cup. I helped. You leftovers. You wanted the meat cup. I provided the solution to the problem. Like, I did it. You know? Yeah. So finally, after a little bit of running around and she's full scream laughing. I don't think I've ever heard Hio laugh. We were both like full losing it. We were laughing so hard. And we're scream laughing. We're laughing so hard. We're like about to like lay down in this parking lot, and the other girls finally look at us and are like, "What on earth are y'all doing? What on earth are y'all doing?" And all I do is lift the meat gun, and the girls start screaming. It was so funny. It was fantastic. This is the most Daiya thing ever. Yeah, the thing I think that was really important to learn from this trip for all of us was no aspect of our personalities is played up on stream. I don't think. I think we are pretty much the exact same that you would expect. You know? And, so, you know, gorgeous girls support their fellow girls with Meat Cup. The Meat Cup incident will remain as one of the most Daiya things in Daiya history, which is crazy, because, like, I just feel like I keep outdoing myself, you know? Yeah. Every time that I think that I've peaked, I peak it again. Yeah. Gremlin by nature, yeah. I think we need Meat Cup emo by now. I will see what we can do about that. I'm shocked, yeah. Everyone needs a friend who's willing to make a Meat Cup. Hey, look. I love my friends, okay? I love them to the point of invention. And is that not the most beautiful? Is that not the most beautiful thing you can do for another person? Meat cup of meat, delicious. Are we going to start production? Yeah. Yeah. Everybody gets a free meat cup. If you look under your seat right now at this very moment, there's meat cup. Yeah. Meat cup. No way. Yes way. Indeed. This isn't, like, in chronological order, but yes. No, well, yeah, it is, because that was, and so yesterday we had a fun pool day, and, we got to hang out. It was me, so we had to say bye to Luli in the morning, which was heartbreaking, and we said our goodbyes, and it was really sad. And I miss her. And then we spent the day, me, Rocky, Devi, and Higo at the pool. And it was really fun. Yeah. We shall remember the meat chalice. Oh, nor. Or nor. And it was really nice and relaxing. And we just yapped and we talked and we hung out and had a good time. And then today, technically... Yeah, today, I packed up and I got everything ready to leave. And I got on a flight. And everything was good. The one thing is, though, is that Poe, the lovely little shoulder pet that Diva gave me, that's a crow from the Haunted Mansion. So, I couldn't remove his batteries for the trip. Can't remove the batteries. For some reason, I think the screw in there that they installed, you know, the screws they put in for the battery pack, there's no on-off switch on the battery pack. And trying to unscrew it, I think it's cross-threaded because I tried every size Phillips head screwdriver that was like approximately the same size that would fit in there, and not a single one of them worked. I could not get it to, I could not even remotely. I was trying so hard. It did not work. So, I didn't have a lot of luck there. I I finally gave up, and I wrapped him in a bunch of shirts and towels and stuff and just stuck him in my suitcase. And I thought all was peaceful and good because I was like, okay, the pressure on his head will keep him from like making noise. He has been sealed away. The evil has been sealed. It has been conquered. We are all fine. Everything is good now. And then, after leaving my suitcase for a few minutes and me being about to walk out of the room to go and grab my bags and everything like that before taking my suitcase to the car, my suitcase caused. It was awful. Thankfully, he didn't do it again after that, but oh my god, was I stressed about the idea of like my bags cawing. I was scared they were gonna check me or something like that. Stress, anxiety, fear. Hiya, hello. Hello. Hope you're doing well. So, never a dull moment, for better or for worse. But everything ended up alright. Everything ended up alright, which is I'm glad for. So. Ma'am, is there a bird in your suitcase? Oh god, golly gee, thankfully nobody asked me that, because again, like having to get your bag searched, I don't want that. So, overall, good experience. Had a good time. Hello. Hi, welcome to Meat Cup Tales with Daiya Fortuna. Yeah, Meat Cup. Ooh. Do Meat Cup. Do. I can't devolve into weird noise making. I did just see in the group chat that looks like Zelly's on the VSMP. I want to play on the VSMP, but I have to go and make my schedule today, Mon. We gotta work on that first. Okay, so let's lock in for a second. Let's work on the schedule. I think we've gotten a summary of the events of the past week. Let me know if that was not enough or if you have any other questions about it, but I think that's pretty much the experience, all things considered. It was really fun, but a lot of it was just like talking and yapping and having a good time, more so than like we did a lot of stuff throughout the week too, but we've already kind of talked about it, I think, for the most part. We covered most of it, and the Sally's on the loose. Yeah, via the schedule, all VSMP. I can't do all VSMP for the schedule because I have collabs and stuff. So I'd love to, don't get me wrong, but I've got collabs and stuff. Boom! Thank you so much. Love the Meat Cup. Thank you for your support. Let's see here. Mon, catch up, Zatsu, plus VSMP, and then, let me see. Oh, hotties! Welcome in, horsies! Hello, welcome in, horsies. Hi, I'm Daiya Fortuna. I hope that you're having a lovely day. Did you have a good day today? She's a Golshi girly, isn't she? Isn't Bossert Moonert a Golshi girly? Peter, the horse is here. Peter, the horse is here. Oh my god, Peter, the horse is here. I can't really do it very good. Probably because I've never seen the show. I don't really know what she sounds like. Peter. I don't like that. Peter, the horse is here. Bossy discovered cyborg horse today. Or nor. Or nor. Or nor. That sounds like too much fun to be had, I think. Okay. So Tuesday, I think, is a... Let's see. Let's do a... Oh, wait, no, that's not Tuesday. That's... Okay. Wednesday. Oh. Okay. Where's my other one? Okay. What should we do for the... What should we do? Oh, what game have I even playing? Wait. I wrote down a collab and was just like, collab? What kind of collab? What game are we playing? Okay, You know what? I'm just gonna put, collab with... It's like Soppy Aimi Serenity? Yeah. There we go. It's like I know there's collabs and stuff happening this week. I overbooked myself a wee bit. Blah, blah. Mousy craves the strength and certainty of steel horses. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Nothing more reassuring, right? Let me see here. What are some games that we haven't played yet that we should? Do I have it yet? Do I have... I think it's time... Wait, what do I have in my cart right now? Gosh, $200 worth of games. That's maybe a little bit much. Let's see. We can decrease some of this a little bit, but we'll figure it out later. Do I not have... Wait, do I not have Clock Tower? The other one? I want Clock Tower Rewind. Yeah, I feel like we need to play Clock Tower this week. Okay. Wait, how well reviewed is Clock Tower Rewind? Is it better to just play the original? No, I feel like it's fine. Yeah, we'll play Clock Tower. I played, was it Clock Tower 2 or 3 that we played? I think it was 2, accidentally. So, but we gotta get back on him, on Mons. We gotta get back on the horse. On Mons. Okay. Let's see. Do I do an early stream tomorrow, or do I do a late? Maybe I play something else tomorrow and play Clock Tower Rewind the next day. Hard to decide. Hard to decide. Thoughts. Rewind is a good port, so should be fine. How go your horse game adventures? Oh, I haven't been playing horse game lately. I played horse game last week though. Or I guess last time I streamed, last week, the last week that I streamed. It's been too long, Monmons. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out, Monmons. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. I gotta stream. I gotta stream. Oh god, I gotta stream. Oh. Nah. Go. Ah. Oh. Must stream. Okay. Wait. Give me a second. Have you tried horse before? Once accidentally. Okay. I have a collab Thursday, Saturday, and no, I've got a meeting on Sunday. Don't think I have a collab. Okay, I've got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. So let's do. Oh my goodness, what am I doing with my life, Monmons? I'm suffering from success. Okay. So it looks like it's gonna have to be a 2-stream day then too. Oh. What on earth happened? Wait a second. Okay. And I'm messing up the files in my schedule application. Ugh. Same thing happened to me with a free appetizer. Yeah, sometimes you try something because you're not sure what it is, and it's like, oh, oops. Uh-oh. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Let's see. I've got a lot of like later in the day collabs, so I may have to actually do earlier streams this week for solos. We'll see. Which I'm fine by. I don't mind either way. Okay, so oh, right. Okay. This one. That one's on Pillow's channel. Okay. Oh my goodness. Monmons, thank you for being here with me while I work on this. It's one of those things where I've been hustling and bustling, and I wanna play some more Minecraft later, but I gotta work on this first too. So I think maybe some World of Horror is in order. I haven't played World of Horror before. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's do that, and we'll do that at... We'll do that at 10 a.m. Yeah, and then, oh, it's at 4, and...
Try not to get addicted.
Oh, wait.
Or don't.
4... okay, 8. There. Okay. I'm figuring it out. I just noticed Daiya not wearing hat. Yeah, it's because I'm typing stuff. When I'm typing stuff, sometimes my my like expressions and things like that change. Don't worry. I'm just locked in thought. Let's see. Okay. Got some good. Trying to decide. Hats off to you, Daiya, for all your hard work. Ah, thank you. I got hungry. I ate my own hat. I mean, I've heard that happens sometimes back when people were like really, really hungry, but never personally tried it. Let's see. What else do we have? What else do we have? What else do we have? We didn't have a Monday, so we can't do a management sim. I like this music a lot. Thanks! It's my custom BGM. I'm glad you like it. Let's see. Yeah. Okie dokie. So then we can do. I really want to do. Maybe we do like. Maybe we do VSMP after my collab tomorrow. I think that'll be a good one, you know? Oh, dang it, wait. Sometimes my little... Oh, there we go, okay. Because it makes some sense, made with animal hides, there has to be some nutritional value. I mean, yeah, it's leather, right? Eat the hap for the hat eats you. Oh gosh. Fear, 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 panic, fear. Scary, scary, fear, panic, fear. So we can do that. Do that like. We'll do that like then, and then Friday I have do I not have anything on Friday? I feel like I have something on Friday. I'm stressed. Do I not have anything? I didn't keep up with my schedule this week, and that's a horrible slacker moment on me. No fear. Yeah. Gotta be brave. Gotta be strong. Gotta be powerful. I'm very, very excited to be like back in streaming and having fun together though. It's been far too long, and I'm ready to like get back into it. You know, get back in the saddle. Oh, but I could play horse game tomorrow. Ooh. I haven't gotten to play Umas on stream yet. We'll do. Yeah, we'll do Uma. We'll do Uma tomorrow, and then if we have time after, we'll do the SMP. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, a little horse game. Getting back to it with 20 streams this week. Gosh, I hope not. I hope not, but hey, if it happens, it happens. Okay. Now the actual... There we go. Okay, so the actual Necronomicon stream is finally happening. And let's do that at... a.m. Then on Saturday, we have... Oh yeah! Funny. What is that? What time is that, Miss Serenity Cosmica? Okay, let me see. Has she announced it already? I assume her schedule's out, right? Yeah. Her schedule is not out yet. Oh no. She said 7 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. EST, but that's not how that works. I assume she means different. We'll see. See what the Hans game is all about. Yeah, get locked in with me. It's really fun. You'll like it. It's kind of a management sim. It's fun. Have I collabed with anyone after going into? Yeah, I collab all the time. Hi Daiya, how's your vacation? It was good. I'm back now and I'm ready. I'm ready to be locked in. I'm prepared. You know? I feel ready, you know, just I'm very excited. Never assume anything about schedules when it comes to VTubers. Yeah, I think it's for the better if you don't. It's truly an expect the unexpected kind of deal. And then let's do there we go. And then let's see. Saturday was gotta keep a liquid handy in case you need a snack during the Hans game. Yeah, right? Okay. And then this is I want to do a members stream this week too, though. I haven't done a members stream in so long. I'm missing it. Okay, so maybe do we do one before Funny Bunny? No. We do one. Aww. Starting to realize maybe there's not as many days in the week as I'd like. Let's see. DIY Necronomicon. I guess I could do after the Necronomicon stream. I guess I could do a members stream. What do I want to watch with members? I haven't watched a movie with members in forever. Wait, what do I have? Do I have anything on Sunday? No, I don't. Okay. Torn. Trying to rub my brains all together. It's tough. We should just have 1 week of 365 days. Then there's plenty of days. Yeah, right? That'd be nice. Will we ever continue Lord of the Rings? We should continue Lord of the Rings, but I don't. Not this week. Not this week. It's such a long movie to watch, and I can't really fit it. Like, it's got to be its own dedicated kind of thing. I've got to do like a stream in the morning and then members at nighttime or something. She be thonking. I'm trying to thonk. Trying to do a big thonk. Okay. Let's see here. There we go. And then so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There'll be like 6 streams on my channel this week or something like that. And then there'll be like 8 in total for the week. I think that's decent. What's happening? I'm working on my schedule. I'm almost done with it. Sorry. I promise. Then we won't. Then it won't be. It won't be silly, goofy. I won't be silent for prolonged periods of time. I'm just locked in. Trying to think. I really have a good concept for an ASMR stream that I want everybody to see. Okay. It's not like a relaxing, well, it is, but it's not like a serious one. Okay. She be making a schedule. She be scheduling. I am trying to schedule to the best of my abilities, for better or for worse. Let's see here. Trying to see if I can fit a Memba stream into my schedule right now. I'm agonizing over it. I really want to, but I don't know if I can. Schedule's packed, but like I really want to. Ooh, I want to so bad. Ooh, I want to really badly. Ooh. Okay. I can't. I think I gotta drop something. Or I could... let's see here. Maybe... Huh. It's even possible. I mean, and the hand cam will probably take 2 hours. It'll be done by like 8 p.m. PST. If I can do like an hour like an hour or two Membazatsu before bed. I think that's the best way to do it. Is I wanted to give it its own dedicated day. What if we could do it after Funny Bunny? Let's do it after Funny Bunny. Let's do it on Saturday after Funny Bunny. I think that makes sense. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it on Saturday after Funny Bunny. That makes sense to me, I think. Okay. Funny. Oh, but wait, I have a meet and greet that day. No. Nope, that's the 19th. I have a meet and greet the 19th, right? Let me check. Oh my goodness. Wait. When is my meet and greet? It's Saturday. Hyper Japan. Hyper Japan is this week? When is it? Which days is it? 18, 19, 20. Okay, good. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. We're good. Okay, meet and greet. Okay, meet and greet. Not this week. Next week. Good. Okay, we're fine. Okay. So 7 p.m. PST. And then that's 11 a.m. JST. Oh gosh. Oh good. Okay, there we go. And then I can do a Members Satsu. There we go. Okay. Now we're cooking with fire. Now we're cooking it with fire. I'm figuring it out. Super late night. Super late night Zatsu, but it'll work. The Zatsu won't even start until 10 p.m. But that'll be okay. Okay, we're good. Lots of meet and greets this year. Yeah. It's been really nice. I've been able to, so one of the things that's been really nice about, and one of the reasons why I'm getting more meet and greets, is because I'm directly in contact with, like, organizers and with different, like, for example, in this particular instance, I'm actually at an artist table, right? I did one for Dokumi with Melon as well. So sometimes I get to do like artist table meet and greets and things like that too. And now that I'm representing myself, I get to decide and I get to like reach out and interact with different people that I then get to work with for meet and greet opportunities and for other stuff like that. So it's really nice. Hi Daiya, hiya. Mm-hmm. Sleep schedule in shambles, yeah. Oh cool. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's been very, very nice. Girl boss taking care of work. Yeah. It's really nice. Representing myself is kind of a complicated thing. Because on one hand, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of paperwork and a lot of figuring of stuff. But on the other hand, I'm in control of it and I get to decide what's prioritized, and that is really, really nice. You know? It's something I'm definitely not taking for granted. Oh. Oh my goodness. Come on. Get it together, me. There we go. All over the place. Okay. Now I just need to choose an art piece for this, and then we're good. Daiya Fortuna, representing Daiya Fortuna from the Daiya Fortuna channel. Indeed! That's... Wait a minute. That's me! Wait a second. That's me! Huh. Let's do this. Let's do the Uma art. Hey! Shh! Hey! Stop licking! Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think Uma art is the way to go. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to evict little old lady doggy Fortuna. She's very sweet, but she's a very, very, very noisy dog. I let her in here. She's being gross licking stuff. I don't let her in here. She scratches on the door. Like, there's no winning. Then I'd be like, speak with my manager, and it's Daiya with those glasses and nose and the mustache. Yeah. I mean, they're like, obviously, like, you know, DV still helps me out. And I have some other support in that capacity, but like, again, like, anyone that I have who is like a manager of mine is somebody that I'm working directly with rather than working under, because I'm not employed to them, right? Like, I do pay someone right now, but that's for like a lot of managerial work that I can't necessarily do on my own, and for a lot of different opportunities, like them reaching out and advocating on my behalf for things, like, for example, like partnership and sponsorship opportunities and things like that I could do, but it's always nice to have like other people who are perhaps better connected with those entities than you are. Never hurts. So boss girl energy, exactly. Anyone that I work with is somebody that I choose. And yeah, so far both of the managers that I work with are both very nice ladies. I'm very, very thankful for it. I'm a little bit picky when it comes to things like that. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Art acquired. Makes sense. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm no specialist on the matter. I'm thankfully rather, like, educated in handling my own stuff and PR and things like that, but never hurts to get some extra help. You know? But I'm not under contract or anything like that right now, which is really nice. I think it's pretty nice. Let me check over this one more time. Oh, pardon me. Let me check over this one more time just to make sure that I'm not doing anything wrong. Okay. Yep, seems like everything is pretty darn good right now. Okay, awesome. And then I can work on posting this for the stream surf. I'm just gonna actually upload it right now, and then we'll move over to VSMP. I think that's a good way to go about things, wouldn't you reckon? I made so many tweets throughout the week that it's hard for me to like find. Normally I just copy the same template for my schedules each week, but I just realized that like I've tweeted a lot. I've tweeted a lot since the last time that I had a schedule post, like a traditional one. Howdy, hiya. Let's see here. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Where's my last schedule? Jesus. Woman. Oh my god. This bitch won't stop yapping. And by this bitch, I mean me. I won't stop yapping. I've been on so many trips and stuff like that lately that it's hard for me to not... There we go. Okay. This is it. We're back and collabing more than ever. Okay. And then gotta credit the artists. And then okay. There we go. Have a good one, Iris. Oh, bye for now! Bye. Thank you so much for stopping in and for coming by and for saying hello and hi. Hello. Okay, there we go. And now I've got to grab my ye old freaking... Oh my goodness. She keeps yapping. Okay. There we go. I was like, where is it? There we go. Okay, we're good now. I think I can go and adjust all the things I need to adjust now without worry. But my goodness, Monmons, it's been so nice to finally like be back and get to yap together, Monmons. It's so nice. I've missed this, you know? Not to be sappy on Maine or anything, but I'll be sappy on Maine. I've missed getting to yap together, Monmons. It's one of the highlights of my day. So, can you really blame a girl for being as enthused about the prospect of getting to yap together? You know? No wonder I'm back in the saddle immediately. I can't help it. Let's see here. Let me see if I can... I think I can do this too. Settings, channel settings, brand, scroll down, video play, or banner. Here we go. There we are. Awesome. Just updating all of the... Oh, I need to put it on the YouTube. My YouTube community tab too. I think those are the big ones. It's nice to have you back to Yap again. I am so happy. I was so ready to be back. I had the cardboard cutout to keep me company. Not every Mon has a cardboard cutout, unfortunately, but I'm very glad that you have it and that you're enjoying it, Mon. I don't know why, but I was like kind of nervous that like no Mon would want the cutout and then it would just like, I don't know, rot somewhere. So I'm very, very honored and very, very thankful that Mon were supportive of the cutout. I get a it's not the reason for it, but I do receive the funds that come from those auctions, so very honored. So nice to hear it, to have Daiya yaps back. They do wonders for the soul. I am very, very honored and very happy to be back and yapping, and back and yappier than ever. I hope that Mom will look forward to it. Have a good time. Let's see here. Okay, now we got a VSMP. I guess I'm kind of just tempted to just do the same thumbnail as always. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of just want to do the same thumbnail as always. Or we could just VSMP now. Do you want us to VSMP now? I could rename the stream and put like plus VSMP at the end. What's the preference? Do we prefer to have it on separate streams, or do we prefer to have it, I don't know. Daiya about to invent Yap too. Hey, if there's a way, I would manage it, I think. I think I'm the kind of person that I could do it. I believe in my ability. Same thumbnail, but it's more zoomed in. Sounds good. Well, if you want. I mean, are any Monmon's VOD watchers, do you prefer to have the games separate from the like Zatsu? Because we've already been yapping for 2 hours. Is it difficult for Monmons to... We can yap and VSMP at the same time. That's true. Maybe I'll just... Oh, wait. Okay. Wait a second. We'll get to the bottom of this, Monmons. Having a split is nice if they're both long. That's my thought on it. I think we'll probably just do another raid into the waiting room, but I promise it won't take long at all. It won't be a prolonged thing. You don't have to worry. Let me see here really quick. I'm trying to scroll through and find the what do you mean? Huh? Okay. I just want the art that I... Okay. Yeah, this one. Okay. There we go. Okay. Going to be playing with Bossert and Zellert and Tomomert for today. That seems like a horrible thing for optimizing my stream titles, but you know what? It's a matter of having fun. Screw it. Why not? Okay. Usually if there's a yap and someone's going to have his timestamp with the comment. That's true. That's okay. It'll be fine. I said it. Personally, same thumbnail helps for a series because it's easy to glance. Yeah, it's easy to tell, right? Yeah. Thankfully, the SMP is also kind of like an item. Like, you don't have to watch all of them, so. Okay, Monmons, I'm going to send you all to the Shadow Realm for a moment, and then I'm going to immediately start the stream up again, okay? So get ready for it, okay? You ready? Okay. Bye for now, Monmons. I'll see you in literally 10 seconds. Bye-bye.